Hi, kiddos. It's Miss Rayborn here. So let's talk about Dia de los Muertos. We are looking at a few drawings and examples of things that you might see within Dia de los Muertos celebrations. Pardon me. So let's talk about what Dia de los Muertos is. Dia de los Muertos is a celebration that celebrates and honors people who have passed away, and it is celebrated across a period of time very close to Halloween's time. So, November 2nd is the largest celebration, which just happens to be today. However, the festivities usually begin somewhere around the 30th of October and extend sometimes through November 3rd, usually. So this is a celebration that you would do with your family. You can actually see a family here. A lot of times for the celebrations and parties, people will decorate and dress themselves up as sugar skulls or as Katrinas, which is this woman over here is dressed up as. So let's learn a little bit more. During this time in your home, you would make an altar to celebrate your family members who have passed away. So there might be pictures and photographs of them. A lot of times there are definitely marigold flowers, which are listed here, and there's something that are a big part of that celebration in the culture. Lots of foods are traditional for this time, candles to remember to light the way for their spirits of their ancestors to come back, and just really all the things that that person liked to do. Often there are lots and lots of parties and festivals at this time. Sometimes they're even held in the cemetery because they go to the place where that person has been laid to rest and they celebrate there. So you can see a beautiful table laid out with lots of papel picado up here at the top, lots of beautiful candles, memories, and traditional things from the family, like photographs or maybe things that they loved, and then a beautiful table laid out for the family to have a dinner all together to celebrate and remember the people who have passed away. So sugar skulls are a big part of that, and they're called sugar skulls because traditionally they are made out of sugar. They're actually a candy. So you may be able to tell from this picture that the sugar part is the skull itself, and it's pressed and packed together, and then they decorate it with icing. But we're going to look at how artists have taken this tradition and have developed it into something a little more artistic that you could keep year round, not something that you would eat. So let's look at a couple of examples of sugar skulls. I want you to kind of look for examples and commonalities between these two that we're seeing here. I'm going to give you just a second to look. So one of the things that I notice right off is the symmetry of a sugar skull. I see that the designs and patterns on one side are also on the other side. For example, when I see this black pattern design over here, I see the same one over here. I notice that there are flower images in the eyes, and they are the same on both sides. I also notice that there's sort of an upside down heart shape for the nose that is common between these two things, and that these are really bright and colorful for sure. So let's look at a few more and see what these have in common. The first ones had a colored skull. They were sort of turquoisey or blue, and I have seen examples of red and green and purple and things like that. These happen to be mostly a white background, a more traditional background. But I do still see the flower eyes. I do still see the upside down heart nose. I do still see the traditional sugar skull teeth there, and then also lots of symmetrical patterns and line designs. So as you're drawing your sugar skull on your piece of paper today, what I would encourage you to do, number one, is to start with pencil, okay? These designs are very detailed, and I would encourage you to start with pencil and really sketch out your design before you start to move on to anything more permanent, whether it's crayon or colored pencil or marker, because those will be very difficult to erase. So symmetrical designs, let's kind of review. Originally, they were made from sugar for Dia de los Muertos. We definitely see great examples of symmetry with lots of patterns and colors. So if we'll go over to the next slide, there'll be some drawing directions from Miss Rayborn about how you can create your own sugar skull for today. And I look forward to seeing your creations. Bye for now.